off, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down. Boyle. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Boyle. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Kein Touchdown.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is McCarron. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. McCarron now to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Thomas, the intended target.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Boyle. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 38 yards.
Yes.
And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
4 verschiedene Positionen kommen.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone.
Oops.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now A.J. McCarron and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Johnson. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go now. 70, Indy.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. It is back to football for 22 teams here on this Thursday night, minus the Broncos and Falcons who played last week. And we want to remind you that we are now 28 days away from the opener of the 100th season of NFL football. The Packers and the Bears at Soldier Field. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Nur 26 yards, das geht.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Ryan Grant, 72 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's McCarron. Finding room at the 30. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Williams to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. Equanimeous St. Brown, 55 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bros hat schon wieder Probleme.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now an even 30. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. McCarron. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, McCarron. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. McCarron. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a play fake. McCarron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for McCarron. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. On the return is Williams. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Gets through, and now an opening. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So 14, 12.
Off the play fake. Boyle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Dun. 27
Go
Sekunden.
now. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Letztes Quarter.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
So, wir sind im 4. Quarter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Dun.
Looking to throw. Boyle.
Nein!
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zum Falschen.
You gotta be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boyle to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Okay. Irgendetwas stört mich hier. Ja. So, Visual Feedback. Ne, irgendetwas fehlt. Okay, da war das ja. Machen wir lieber mal auf 90. So. Ach, mein Browser ist schon wieder abgekackt am Laptop. Das kotzt mich manchmal an. Das kotzt mich manchmal an. So, bam. So.
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oops.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down.
Oops.
A man down
Oops,
here
oops.
following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Sorry. Kann passieren. Ich kann nichts dafür.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. McCarron now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Let's go. Get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McCarron. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. And brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And it goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Okay.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyle. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
We got 4. We got 4.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Teams winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Kerryon Johnson with a touchdown in that one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boyle. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hä? Bakhtiari, was ist denn da vorne? Okay.
To throw again. Boyle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Boyle. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash.
Was? Leck mich doch am Arsch.
He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however,
is Netzwerkfehler aufgetreten. Jetzt leckt mich doch am Arsch. Das schaut wie lang. Ist die Webseite nicht
The
erreichbar?
Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
leck mich doch am Arsch, du Fotzteil.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Egal.
And never forget it. Because you're not going to want that feeling. No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now McCarron. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards.
Ist ja geil, das macht so richtig Spaß, du Scheiße.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here's
McCarron to throw. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down
Kein
pickup of 8.
Internetzugriff. Ich gebe dir gleich einen
That was a
Internetzugriff.
pretty
Kein
favorable
Scheißteil.
situation there. What would you call that?
Laptop, du
Second and
schmeiß ich dir
manageable?
bald in die
Smart play,
Schnauze
too.
rein.
Didn't force it
Ich wirf
downfield
dich
when he
gegen die
didn't
Wand.
have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins.
Das Geilste ist ja, ey, Internet geht nicht.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Und Twitch
And
kann
I
ich
tell you
gucken.
what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the
Da steht auch
shutout
nur
at them.
Deutsch.
I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And
Da
that
kann
helped
ich
out their
gucken.
defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.
Aber
So when you do
das
that and you're out there
sagt
fresh
mir hier-
playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their
Da ist
step.
kein
Impressive
Internet.
victory. So that'll do it
Sagt
for
der
us, for
Laptop.
Charles Davis and all our crew.
Ich hab Internet.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Ja, ist ja nicht schlimm. Ich knalle irgendwann den Laptop gegen die Wand. Irgendwann. Das ist geil. Handy hat alle Verbindungen. Schalten Sie den Modem aus, also bitte. Mhm. Mhm. Das Spiel will mich richtig mobben.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Okay, können upgraden.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses by looking. This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what abilities a player has.
Ability. Königlag. Level up. Was steht denn da links unten? Dreieck, oder? Okay.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
So. Ihre Website ist nicht erreichbar. Okay, das heißt, ich muss mal meinen Laptop außen anmachen. Der will mich gerade verarschen. Handy-WLAN funktioniert. Das und das funktioniert. Das ist doch geil. Test. Geil. Ich kann mir selber schreiben. Das ist geil. Also über Handy kann ich schreiben. Geil. Ist ein geiles Gefühl, wenn der Laptop irgendwann gegen die Wand geschmissen wird. Mal gucken, wie lange. So. So. Nö, ich sag ja, Laptop, der denkt sich manchmal auch, leckt mich doch am Arsch.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
So, Passblocker. So, +3. So, wir müssen gegen die Ravens. So, wir speichern das. So. Jetzt funktioniert der Laptop wieder. Das ist doch... Leppi, willst du mich verarschen? Ich weiß auch nicht. Irgendwie hat mein Laptop irgendwie Scheiße gebaut. Mal funktioniert er und jetzt zeigt er auch mal Internet verbunden. Internetzugriff? 1000%ig. Das macht er extra. Ach ja, herrlich. Okay, gegen... Warte mal, ich habe das Gefühl, dass wir die... Irgendwie die Musik, nicht Musik, aber ein bisschen... Settings, das ist Liga. So. Na, mal gucken, ob das jetzt funktioniert. So, jetzt dauert das mal ein bisschen. Verbindung zum Jet. Jetzt hast du 3 Balken. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass wir irgendeinen fremden WLAN-Dinger haben. Okay. Wieso habe ich nicht zweimal Streamlabs? Splash Screen? Was? Ich muss auf dem Handy mal gucken, weil ich das sonst nicht sehen kann. Ja, mein Laptop. Das ist der Test. Mein Laptop ist gerade ausgegangen. Das war der Test. Ich habe das jetzt gerade mit dem Handy geschrieben. Deswegen, ich habe es gerade mit dem Handy geschrieben, deswegen habe ich Test geschrieben. Weil mein Laptop, der zeigt immer so einen Kreis. Hui, 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 hui. Und auf dem Handy zu 1000%ig super. Die Verbindung beim Handy ist 3 Millionen Mal besser als auf dem Laptop. Das ist doch scheiße. Das macht der extra, das Handy-Dinger. Handy immer zu 100%. Laptop, nö. Laptop sagt immer, nö, du bist scheiße, du willst nicht. Stream ist doch noch da. Bin ja da und ja, Leppi ist halt WLAN. Ja, aber warum? Mein Handy ist auch WLAN. Und da funktioniert das 1 zu 1 Million. Das ist ja das Komische. Ich raff das nicht. So. Wir machen es so. Roger soll in der zweiten bleiben. So. Dam. So. Improved Team. Gucken, gibt's da was?
You have grades for each position that range from A to F.
Ach, da hat jemand Interesse.
Browse available players to improve your team.
Gegen einen 24-Jährigen? Okay. Aha, okay, hier sind die ganzen Kyle Allen. Okay. Okay, also hier kann ich mir immer Leute holen. So. Gegen die Ravens. Skip Simulation Training. Yep. 60 Minuten Experience. Jo. Ja, ohne Musik ist schon ein bisschen anders da. Ja, aber bessere Verbindung halt. Ich muss überlegen, je mehr Geräte an WLAN, umso eher passiert, dass die sich gegenseitig stören. Ja, Nadines Laptop ist ja, glaube ich, das Dreifache von dem Laptop, was ich jetzt habe. Von der Qualität jetzt her. Das war doch früher nicht so. Das ist merkwürdig. Jetzt ich kann ja jetzt schlecht immer nur Handy nutzen. Das ist das Problem. Manche machen das, ja, die machen dann Handy, die gucken auf das Handy immer drauf. Aber ich bin ja einer, der gerne auf seinen Laptop immer drauf guckt. Ich frage mich, wie die manche andere Leute das schaffen. 3 PCs oder 3 Laptops, also 3 PCs, dann oben nochmal 3. Also da habe ich so ein paar Streamer gesehen, wo ich gedacht habe, what the fuck. Das Geilste ist ja, wenn Leute zwischen 2.000 bis 3.000 Euro investieren und du kriegst das nicht zurück. Dadurch. Musik im Hauptmenü kannst du ausschalten, im Game kannst du anlassen. Da laufen sicher keine Songs, ansonsten leise stellen. Also im Hauptmenü habe ich ja ausgeschaltet. Es kommt ja nur Musik, wenn die jetzt reinkommen. Weil da laufen ja keine Musik, da laufen ja nur diese Zwischenmusikarten. Deswegen habe ich halt die Musik jetzt ausgemacht.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason
die Kamera links unten geht ja.
all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson.
Die stört er ja
Wins and
nicht.
losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Weil hier hört man ja so ein bisschen Musik. Also Stadionmusik.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former UConn and Eastern Kentucky quarterback. It's Tim Boyle.
Ja, das ist ja Rookie. Ich glaube, ich soll das so öfters machen. Ja, Stadionmusik ist das nicht. Ne? Das ist keine Stadionmusik. Was man jetzt hört, vom Stadion ist das ja. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob ich die Kamera da lassen sollte oder nicht. Links unten. Ist die Kamera links unten besser oder rechts oben? So, Settings. Volumencontroller. So, Ingame-Kommentare 90. Stadionsprecher als auf 90. Zuschauer, Musik ist da. Soundeffekte beim Menü braucht man ja nicht. So, Musik ist ja dann aus. Spieler, Coaches und so. 90. Kommentare im Spiel. Ja, so ganz leicht vielleicht, aber das ist ja nicht schlimm. Kannst auch rechts oben Cam machen. Also rechts oben, gell? Sollte ich lieber die Kamera machen. Gut, ich mache jetzt erstmal alles auf 80. Ist vielleicht besser, wenn ich alles auf 80 mache. Ja, außer das Menü, das brauchen wir ja nicht. Gut, dann mache ich mal gerade die Kamera rechts oben. Rechts oben Kamera machen. So. Teilen und Übertragung. Übertragungseinstellungen. Erwartete Einstellungen und Videoeinstellungen der Kamera. Oben rechts. Gut. So, jetzt bin ich da oben rechts. Gut, da ist alles gemacht, da ist alles gemacht. So. Da haben wir alles, da. So, dann machen wir rechts oben. Transparent.
On first down, Boyle. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Das drückst du.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of
Die haben
bounds
wir jetzt
there.
gemacht. Auf 80 auf alles.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Oder war das zu laut? Das ist nicht immer einfach. Machen wir es.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Ja, der Graham.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways.
Okay, jetzt kann ich das so lassen.
Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's
Ganz
got
links
it.
ist ein Star.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first
Skante,
down.
Adams, also Viereck.
Back to throw. Boyle.
Nein!
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Ja,
And the big key is
Lindsley,
going to be how can
Taylor,
these wideouts
Bulaga.
create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early
der eine
success
Wide
in the
Receiver ist
passing game
neu.
in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Throwing again. Boyle. And that's complete to Adams.
Ui!
And he gets it inside
Kannst
the
du auch mit
35
rechnen, der
and
lustig
just shy of the
Schulterblock am
30.
Gegner machen, wie ein
And he's going to be
Live-Spiel.
taken
Wenn du
down
einfach
with the
bist.
first down at the Ravens'
Ja,
31-yard
das-
line. Line of scrimmage,
Super,
the
super
31
Schulterblock.
now on first and 10.
Der hat sich an den Spielen ja nicht verändert.
From the gun, Boyle. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Michael
but it winds up
Pierce.
falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off play action. Boyle. It's caught here by Adams. A
Oh ja.
good-looking drive for the Packers so
Adams ist
far.
immer
It's a
gut.
first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Ja, das war wieder
From
ein
8 yards
Touchdown.
out. And the Packers take it right down the field.
Er hatte
and
4
score on the
verschiedene
opening drive.
Sachen können die machen. Im rechten Stick. Machst ja nichts im Angriff. L1 war links, Leute anschulden, R1, die von rechts. 3, Kurzsprung, 4, Querschsprung, Kreis eine Rolle um sich herum. Boah, kennst mich doch. Kennst mich doch, ich bin doch die Rampensau. Ah, das mit dem Kicken haben die geil gemacht.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Okay. Wie süß. Okay, das sah ja geil aus. Skykick, normal, Squib.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Ravens now under 12th year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be let out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
Ja, aber so hört man ja Musik, aber nicht so viel. Ich kenne es ja von den Vorgängerteilen, nur dass hier mehr mutig sind wie Karriere etc. Ja, ich kann hier auch einen eigenen kreieren, zum Beispiel. Einige. Plus man sieht hier die Erfahrungsteile. Das sieht so geil aus.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Konnte man in allen Madden. Ja, gell? Also hat sich ja in dem Sinne nichts verändert. Außer grafisch hat sich schon einiges verändert. Ich sag nur unser voriges Madden. Nicht Madden, NFL. Was wir hatten.
They run, it's Mark Ingram, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
Ah, die Sternchen, das sind die Spezialleute. Okay.
On third down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
Okay.
On the return is Irvin.
Okay.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Das ein Fumble passiert. Ja, gell, das ist, deswegen bin ich lieber so ein Typ. Aber ich kenne mich ja. Dann muss man das Risiko eingehen dann, mit dem Stick.
Throwing on 1st down.
Nein!
Nowhere to escape and he goes down.
Fuck. Shit. Kommentare ein bisschen leiser vielleicht. Also der Kommentar ist zu leiser von denen. Machen wir das auf 80. Ist glaube ich besser. Was? Ist zu laut? Also ist doch zu laut. Okay, wir machen es mal so. So. Das ist 70. In-game, das ist zu laut. Gut. 60, 60.
Perfect man coverage, nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a
So,
sack.
mal gucken.
That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Ach, Miyagi. Ich fliege. Miyagi flieg. Der arme Beul.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there.
Muss
The
halt
Packers
aufladen,
have the
wieder die
first down
anderen,
as
was besser
well.
klingt dann. Ja, man kann es am Anfang gar nicht so richtig testen. Für mich selber auf den Kopfhörer hört sich das ganz normal an.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Also so basshaltig. Du hörst dich aber nicht im Vergleich zum Spiel. Ja, das ist es ja, gell? Das hat so der Vorteil bei PC. Ah, da wird das an den Controller ja anders da gemacht.
Operating from the gun. Boyle. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep
Ja,
plays
aber damit
alive. It just makes things
haben wir
so
immer
much harder for
Probleme
defenses.
im
It
Spiel.
really does, and we're talking about an era in the game
Spiel und die Stimme zum Beispiel.
most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability
So,
to move
Adams
is
auf
practice
Viereck.
now. It's not
Nee,
necessarily, oh,
bloß
he
nur
just took off and you
Soundeinstellungen
guys
anpassen
figure it
oder
out.
nicht.
When he
Okay.
takes off, everyone knows where to go.
Weil vom Headset habe ich ja immer.
Change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 24-yard
Das war
touchdown.
Adams.
And the Packers are able
Adams
to
ist
stretch
und
that
bleibt
lead
super.
even further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play?
Ah, die Pylon
Put the
Cam.
ball in,
Die ist doch
secure
geil.
the catch, and then of course the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Ah, Kaffee tut auch wieder gut.
Now Crosby for the point after.
Schuppido.
And
Die
it's good
heutigen
to make
Spieler
it
kennt man
14-0.
nur nicht so gut wie ich, die aus den 90er spielen. Okay.
The drive summary
Also,
in time, 5
ich habe das ja auch
plays.
viele
And
Male
it
ja
ends with a
gespielt.
Packers
Also manche
touchdown.
Spieler kenne ich noch. Vom Packers. Obwohl, ich bin ja ein Packer-Fan, deswegen... Ich kenne nicht alle auswendig, aber so spezielle... Weil der Adams, der war ja schon jahrelang drin. Der war ja schon als Newbie, also als Rookie war der schon drin gewesen. Ich glaube am 98er Spiel oder 96er. Ich glaube 98er war das gewesen.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
Sind und bleiben die Besten.
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24,
Patriots oder Dolphins, ja, okay.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Bei dir war das ja immer die Dolphins und Patriots und ich immer Green Bay. Ach, das waren so schöne Zeiten. Das ist ja vielleicht auch mal was Cooles. Das ist ja wieder so ein Kauf machen wie früher.
Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Ja, es hat sich aber einiges verändert in der Football-Szene. Andere Regelungen haben die reingemacht.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is swallowed up right
Ja, ich habe ein Jahr aber verpasst von Football.
Officially nothing on that last run.
Die Frau schon versucht mit mir zu reden.
Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram.
Das Erfahrungssystem ist neu hier.
Ja,
gell? Dass sie da irgendwie so einen Erfahrungsboost kriegen immer. Wenn du Tackles machst, wenn du das machst. Das gab es ja in diesem einen Spiel, was ich auch hatte. Da gab es auch dieses Upgrade to Player. Hier haben die es jetzt reingetan, dass du das sehen kannst, wie viele Erfahrungen die kriegen.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Ja, aber das Erfahrungssystem ist schon wirklich gut gemacht hier. Das mag ich irgendwie an Football. Und das Gruppenkuscheln.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And give him about
das ist Karrieremode. Das hier ist dieses Franchise, wo du von der Pre-Saison bis zur Saison kämpfen tust. Bei Karrieremodus gibt es hier, es gibt nur dieses Franchise, was ich jetzt finde, und dann dieses Ultimate Team, was ich getestet habe, aber ich fand es nicht so gut. Da finde ich lieber das hier viel besser. Entweder kannst du da diesen eigenen Trainer holen, oder du kannst einen eigenen kreieren, der dann selber hier rein hier spielt.
It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Ich ahne jetzt gerade was.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh je, jetzt wird's Pinchback, würde ich mal denken.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the under pressure. Now he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. B.J. Goodson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Die Timeout.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Even.
Jackson.
Nein.
It's caught.
Fuck.
Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. There to make the grab. As they are
Okay, und das ist Rookie.
here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Das war nicht gut.
Full half to be played. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Ja.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew
Rampas, ich hätte dich auf Versehen gefoult habe. Auf Versehen. Ist ja Karriere vorgesehen. Ultimate Team ist halt wie bei FIFA. Du kannst Spieler für dein Team anwerben und gegen andere Online-Spieler antreten. Weiß nicht, ob man hier auch Spieler freischalten dann kann in Ultimate-Modus. Ja, hier kannst du es auch. Hier kannst du auch die Spieler freischalten. Also das ist dieses X-Faktor, glaube ich, war das gewesen. Also hier kannst du auch Spieler freischalten. Bei diesem Ultimate Team. Aber ich mache lieber hier dieses Karriere-Franchise. So, komisch, sollte nicht jetzt der Roger kommen?
I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Okay, ich weiß es wieder.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Boyle, wide open receiver complete.
Yeah, jetzt geht's los.
Touchdown, Packers.
Ja, beides gemacht bei FIFA, aber würde hier das klassische auch wählen. Okay, dieses Franchise. Ich hätte auch kreierte Leute machen können. Das war mein erster Spielstand. Habe ich irgendeinen kleinen Fehler gemacht.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point try now for Crosby.
Ja, da rannte Adams, der ist perfekt.
It's good and it is now 21-7.
Ja, aber Crosby ist auch sehr lange dabei schon. Bei Creamy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
21 Yards, sorry.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the
Ja, aber
field.
Franchise gefällt mir hier. Ich habe die Minuten jetzt nur auf 6 Minuten gemacht, weil das besser ist. Bei Gewerten das Problem, dass sie vorher in Roster als Free Agent sein oder meinst du auch ganzes Team mit Wappen etc. erstellen. Ich habe vorher 3 Leute erstellt und dann sind die in der Franchise reingekommen. Da sind die in das Team direkt drin.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being
Timeout.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Scheiße.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Och, die sind ein bisschen stärker hier, die. In seinem Browser ist während der Videodekodierung ein Fehler aufgetreten. Ich hasse meinen Laptop. So viel Dreck hat er doch gar nicht drin. Ich will mal mit meinem Handy dann gucken.
So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Jackson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, Timeout.
Offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second.
Mein Lappy will mich wieder ärgern. Ich habe das Gefühl, dass es bei uns immer so ist, dass im Haus die ganzen LAN-Kabel oder jemand tut hacken. Zum Beispiel. Ja, mit LAN-Kabel, weiß ich ja. Mit LAN-Kabel regulär bräuchten die 3 Stück. 2 Stück. Eins für Nadines Laptop, eins für meinen Laptop. Und die in den Router reinmachen, alle 3. Also alle 2. Und WLAN sind dann nur die 2 Handys. Ja, aber vorher gab es ja keine Probleme damit.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you guys in just a little bit. This one of 5 games currently in progress as we kick off the second week of preseason action. We'll have 3 more tomorrow night, 5 on Saturday, and then 3 nationally televised games. Saints, Chargers, Seahawks, Vikings on Sunday, and on Monday night, the 49ers and the Broncos in Denver.
Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something
so stimmt ja, die rennen jetzt sehr viel.
And back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Raven rennt ja sehr, sehr viel. Ja, für PS4 und für Laptop-LAN-Kabel. Das ist, dann ist es OBS oder zu viele Programme im Hintergrund auf oder nie den Müll rausgeschmissen von der B, der sich ansammelt. Eigentlich habe ich nur... Jetzt habe ich so eine Tape-Seite offen. Kaum Müll. Hast du auch deinen Twitch-Stream offen? Ja. Weil da, wo ich jetzt hingucke, ist der Laptop. Und den Twitch-Stream habe ich jetzt offen. Deswegen.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Deswegen den Stream habe ich offen. Den Stream habe ich jetzt offen, dann das Handy habe ich offen. Falls ich da abkacke. Streamlabs OBS benutze ich nicht. Ich benutze nur den Streamlabs Chatbot. Weil Streamlabs OBS, den benutze ich überhaupt nicht. Den habe ich noch nicht mal installiert. Der Stream-Element, den brauche ich überhaupt nicht reinzumachen. Den habe ich ja schon installiert. Sozusagen. Und den brauche ich ja kaum was zu machen. Der macht ja immer die Timing-Sachen. Und sonst, und ein Chatbot macht ja meine Bosskämpfe. Und begrüßt die Leute. Was Stream-Element auch macht. Und Cookies lösche ich jeden Tag. Liegt einfach an der Verbindung. Eine getakte Verbindung habe ich auch schon alles geguckt. Es kann auch sein, dass ich keine Updates mehr mache. Das könnte es vielleicht auch sein. Und die Updates habe ich ausgestellt.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time.
Ist doch einfacher, da dort alles angezeigt wird. Nö. Ne, Streamlabs OBS ist überhaupt nicht gut. Das ist überhaupt nicht gut. Deswegen habe ich nur Stream-Element. Das Streamlabs OBS habe ich nicht auf. Wenn du es jetzt offen hast, das ist nur geeignet, wenn du einen PC hast. Weil das bringt mir ja nichts, das OBS. Das OBS bringt mir für meine Streams, bringt das mir nichts. Das bringt nur was, wenn du einen PC hast, 3 Stück oder 2. Dann bringt das dir was, weil dann kannst du ja die Mikrofone einstellen, die Lautstärke, kannst du da Overlays machen und. Deswegen ist Streamlabs OBS für PC-Leute gut geeignet. Als PlayStation-Streamer finde ich persönlich, reicht es, wenn du Stream-Elements installiert hast, also reingemacht hast, und den Chatbot-Liste offen von Streamlabs. Ja, und dann Discord für Notfälle. Und dann die Handy-App. So, erstens, ich sehe alles. Ich kann als Moderator schneller handeln. Und ja, so finde ich das auch okay. Nee, ich habe auch Stream mit OBS bei mir und habe dort Chat und alles offen. Könnte ich auch machen, aber dann habe ich 3 Programme, 4 Programme. Bei den Chatbots siehst du doch auch den Chat. Und in diesem Chat kann ich auch Leute bannen. Sozusagen, also deswegen habe ich ja Streamlabs Chatbot. Und da siehst du das auch, da siehst du auf der Konsole oben. Also links oben steht der Konsole und dann siehst du ja die ganze geschriebenen Sachen. Und da kannst du auch die Leute bannen, löschen. Plus hast du ja den Laptop offen. Also finde ich, da hast du den Laptop offen. Weil, warum soll ich dann noch eine Tape-Seite aufhalten? Ich habe nur eine Tape-Seite, wo ich nur mein Switch habe. Und das war's. Nur Switch. Dadurch kann ich auch Sachen raiden, hosten und. Plus ich kann dann da gucken, weil wenn du jetzt das Streamlabs OBS hast, dann musst du ja jedes Mal auf dein Handy gucken, wer ist jetzt online, so und so. Deswegen habe ich mit dem Laptop, kann ich dann links die ganzen Leute sehen, die ganzen Kanäle, kann ich da gucken, okay, die und die sind on. Dann kann ich auch raiden, direkt auf meinen Account, raiden, blablab und dann fertig. Also so finde ich es persönlich. Finde ich das angenehmer. Auch wenn viele sagen, nee, du musst das und das machen, du musst den PC haben, so schöne Overlays machen und schöne Sound-Alerts, Sub-Alerts und das und das und das und das. Ja, aber dann bist du keine eigene Person mehr. Du brauchst ja nur noch auf Instagram mal zu gucken, wie viele Streamer da sind mit 3 PCs.
Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ja. Mit Pilzen. Ja.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're gonna get a delay.
Einfach Fungi. Ups, scheiße.
That's gonna set him back 5 yards.
Pepper, Fungi. Fungi, da kannst du nichts falsch machen. Oder machst du eine Hawaii-Pizza. Hawaii-Pizza. Da machst du nichts verkehrt. Weil Fungi ist ja dasselbe. Ich hätte eben auf Start machen müssen. Scheiße. Das Feld kacke. Ja, das stimmt. Aber Streamer OBS kannst du das auch alles einstellen mit Raiden und Hosten und was. Ja, ich nutze das aus Vereinfachung, da ich dort alles einen Überblick habe. Wer hat schon 3 PCs zu Hause? Hast du mal die ganzen Streamer gesehen? Du brauchst nur Nielsen dir anzugucken. Der hat auch 3 PCs. 3 Bildschirme. Also, der eine ist für dieses Chat, der eine ist für Discord, der eine ist für das, der eine ist zum Zocken. Hast du das nicht gesehen? Hast du mal gesehen, wie viele Leute 3 PCs haben oder 2? Also, das hast du doch gesehen auf Instagram. Da gibt es so viele Leute, die haben dann 2 PCs, 3 Bildschirme bzw. 4, aber keine 3 PCs. Ja, okay. Also ein PC und 3, 4 Bildschirme. Ja, okay. Also es gibt Bilder, die sind ja schon hardcore-mäßig. Aber jetzt müssen wir uns mal jetzt einen Kopf vorstellen, so. Jetzt hast du zum Beispiel einen guten PC, der so zwischen 2.000 bis 3.000 Euro kostet. Okay. Ist alles gut. So. Wie willst du das Geld dann wieder reinkriegen? Das ist dann die Frage, wie willst du das Geld wieder reinkriegen? Diese 3.000 Euro, die du in dein Hobby investiert hast. Das ist in meinem Kopf, denke ich schon immer so, das können sich ja nur die Leute leisten, die auch eine gute Arbeit haben, eine gute Zeiteinteilung, finde ich jetzt persönlich. Muss nichts heißen, aber du hast auch 2 Bildschirme, Fernseher und Laptop. Ja, stimmt, der Fernseher ist für die Playstation, um da zu zocken. Ja. Ja, das sind dann 2 Bildschirme, ja. Aber dass da Leute einen PC haben und dann 3 verschiedene Bildschirme. Jeder wie er möchte, aber so viel Geld zu investieren, finde ich ja in Ordnung. Aber wenn man zum Beispiel in dieser Hartz-IV-Schiene ist, zum Beispiel, dann die Leute müssen dann lieber das machen, was man auch bezahlen kann. Also Handy kann sich jeder Mensch leisten. Sozusagen. Dann die Handy-App. Dann ein Notebook, Laptop. Jo, dann Konsole, Fernseher. So, fertig. Und schwupps bist du ein Streamer. Finde ich. Persönlich. Plus noch eine Webcam. Dann später versuchst du dir eine bessere Webcam zu kaufen, die dann eventuell anders da ausgerichtet ist, weil ich vermute mal, von der PlayStation gibt es noch eine andere Webcam, weil ich sehe, dass oben rechts das Bild ist so, es siehst ja selber, die PCler können das Bild ja da immer wieder so individuell so nach rechts, dann nach links, dann ein bisschen nach da machen, dann nach da machen. Nur ich habe mich jetzt irgendwie so entschieden, das sieht so hinten geil aus, einfach das Bild. Hinten siehst du Switch, da siehst du das Mod-Zeichen. Ja, weil 3, weil 1 für Spielbildschirm, ein für Switch-Seite und ein Bildschirm für Discord. Ja, genau. Also ich finde es ja nicht schlimm, wenn jemand 5.000 bis 8.000 Euro investiert, hat jeden Tag einen Zuschauer, hat die beste Technik. Ist ja kein Vorwurf an bestimmten Menschen. Aber da muss man sich überlegen, was mache ich falsch? Ich habe doch alles geil. Ich habe doch fast 5.000 Euro investiert. Ja, kannst alles machen, wie du willst. Streamen ist halt teures Hobby. Ja, okay. Ich sag mal so, wir haben ja schon sehr teure Hobbys. Mangas, Animes, Computerspiele, DVDs, Frankfurter Buchmesse, Leipziger Buchmesse, Animagic, Anico, das war ja noch günstig. Ja, wir Nerds haben schon sehr teure Hobbys. Computerspiele ohne Ende. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, 1. Okay, aber ich sehe das jetzt wirklich nur gerne als Hobby. Ja, jetzt spiel weiter. Ja, okay. Ich spiele jetzt weiter mit Rogers.
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting
Gut, dass es nur 6 Minuten sind.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL.
Keine Katze.
Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this to Jake Kumerow.
Ouch.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ach, mein Hunterbot macht ja auch mal wieder was.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Lazard. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Es ist... Roger ist wieder gut drauf. X-Faktor. Der ist jetzt gut drauf.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Ja, Roger ist gut drauf. Das haben die geil gemacht mit dem X auf dem Boden.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Scheiße.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games,
besser, wenn ich selber gerannt wäre.
it's always funny looking at our spot charts.
Macht der Roger auch immer gerne.
All the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because you know, remember they're carrying 90 now, and with the new rule,
Nein!
coming and down he goes. Tyus Bowser.
Da konnte ich nichts machen. Da konnte ich nichts machen.
When you're this close to the goal line, you gotta expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's gotta come out fast.
Oh, die
Gotta
Glocken.
get out of his hands quicker.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
Nein.
For the end zone, but that's gonna wind up incomplete.
Shit.
Landed Carr on the coverage there.
They went with the dive look that time on
Ja,
defense.
komm,
Just flooded
28
the
Yards
field with
Kick.
defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Ja, auf Crosby ist immer
First
Verlass.
and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line.
Die Heilige Maria, wenn der das immer macht. Das ist immer so geil.
Space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to
Nicht
take
gut.
3 there.
Oh, der Kick war doch gut.
And this will be a
Touchback.
touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my
Oh,
offense
nur
right here?
England. 1
The
zu 0.
punter doesn't exist,
Wow.
guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there at 22. If you go back to
Was
OTAs in
ein
May,
Griff von
Chris
Griffen.
Moore, he's a guy that a lot of people saw as a breakout candidate. 4th-round pick back in 2016 and hasn't really shown a whole lot in limited playing time so far in his career. 44 career catches in 3 seasons. So 2019 figures to be an important one if he wants to prove his wares in this league. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Again, it's Edwards. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ah, okay. Das ist ja interessant.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion.
Von der Statistik ist es interessant, was sie da zeigen.
From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
Das war jetzt aber Glück.
And brings up 4th down.
Ja, das war jetzt richtig Glück für die. Tuesday, warte mal. Das war ja Dienstag, haben die reingemacht. Das Lustige ist, wir haben Dienstag. Okay.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore.
47 zu 7.
Here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out,
kein Fumble.
It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 14 yards. Good for a Packer 1st down.
Okay, die Zeit ist gestoppt.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completion. situations, they are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger.
Boah.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8.
Also das ist aber eine harte
Pickup there, 8 yards on the first
Verteidigung.
completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bin ich auch am Überlegen, ob ich das vielleicht nicht spiele. Ich denke mal, ich mache das nur offline.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Oder ich fange jeden Tag einfach mal an, Monster Hunter wieder zu spielen. Downless, ich weiß nicht, ist schön und gut, ja. Aber es macht ja nur Spaß, wenn Leute dann da sind, aber wenn Leute da sind, das sind die überpowered, ja, und dann...
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Deswegen würde ich mal denken, dass ich Monster Hunter wirklich mal in Angriff wieder nehme.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On the carry, it's Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
Ach, 18 haben wir erst.
Timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Es fällt gar nicht auf, die Spiele.
To throw again, Griffin. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Es ist Blitz.
2 for 5.
Das ist auch eine lustige Attacke.
It's 3rd and 2. Griffin will throw again. And that is incomplete.
Tja. Griffin, das hätte jetzt nicht gemacht.
There hasn't been a lot of sync, quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays.
Bei GTA habe ich doch gemerkt, für Offline ist er schön. Online-Modus habe ich getestet, aber persönlich gefiel mir das irgendwie nicht so. Das hätten die bei der Story machen müssen, dass du einen kreieren kannst. Der wäre das Spiel vielleicht für mich interessanter gewesen. Aber nein, da spielst du dann immer verschiedene andere Leute, statt deinen eigenen individuellen Charakter. Nein, dann muss das immer wieder online machen. Da bin ich aber auch schon ein bisschen enttäuscht vom Spiel.
Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Na, Pünktchen, magst du Football auch?
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's
2 Minuten war noch.
a couple that brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ui, ui, ui. Komm, wir machen mal einen Run.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And just shedding him off there. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown.
Robo dance.
Packers. Jamal Williams, 56 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Ach, 3 Rush. Muss ich machen.
Connects
Okay.
on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock
Das war
that one away.
beinahe Interception.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also
Ach, die
looking
haben
forward
Timeout
now
gemacht.
because
Okay.
now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Was könnten die jetzt machen? Heilige Maria?
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now Griffin on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Griffin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tja.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Der Flagge hier sollte ich kriegen. Aha. Okay. Nö, das könnt ihr vergessen. Das könnt ihr vergessen.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Machen wir das.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers throwing here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not
Statt eine
happy
heilige
about this
Maria
score this late,
kann man
not
auch so machen.
necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the
Der ist
same room
richtig
going
sauer.
head-to-head. But
that's
the
about it.
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory.
Genau.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
Keine
Gunn. You've been
Ballverluste.
watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Ja,
From
das war
Baltimore,
gut.
good night, everybody.
Das war wirklich gut. Ach, Laptop. Geh mir doch. Ich hör doch mal auf damit. Internet bin ich verbunden, aber Twitch hat Probleme wieder bei mir. Wie immer. Ja, dann Roger und Griffin. So. Könnte ich vielleicht noch ein Spiel hinkriegen. Upgrade all players, gut. Beim Bulager. Okay. So. and Free Agent. So, das haben wir. Also 75 Spieler könnte man. F. Was heißt denn F? So, das heißt, dass wir eventuell noch einen brauchen. Sing Free Agent. Aha. Okay. Halfback A-, okay. Was? Fullback? Haben wir nur einen Fullback? Okay. Ein Fullback haben wir nur. Dann nehmen wir doch einen 23er. So, D. Wide Receiver ist A+. C+. B. Okay. Din. Byron Bell, der sagt mir aber auch was. Byron Bell. So, dann nehmen wir den. So, auch wenn die nur für ein Jahr sind. So, RE. So. RE ist alles drin, gut. Ein DT? Was? Ein DT nur? Trade. Okay, da kann man nur traden, okay. MLB ist auch alles in Ordnung. Der zweite ist auch alles in Ordnung. Cornerbacks. Dramon Williams. Boah, der war schon immer da. Das waren jetzt neue Leute. So, Kicker, brauchen wir wirklich nur den? Blair Welch kenne ich noch. Gut, da haben wir schon mal alles. So, Team 62 von 75. So, Double und Tabellito. So, mein Team, Deep Shot. So. Erstmal den Osweiler rein, damit die zweite Hälfte der Roger drin ist. 14 Jahre ist der schon dabei. Wow. Crosby ist 12 Jahre dabei. Wow. So. Ups, scheiße. Falscher Knopf gedrückt. Mal gucken, bin ich jetzt da drin? Drücke ich einfach den falschen Knopf. So. So, nächste Woche. Was haben wir jetzt in der Preseason? Woche 2. Aaron Rodgers. Mentor Starting Quarterback. Challenge Defense in Practice. Okay. Okay. So, wir müssen gegen die Raiders. Okay. Es gibt Simulation. Also das Training. So, gegen die Raiders. Rodney Hudson, Richie Cognito und Josh Jacobs. Der Name sagte mir was, aber Bakhtiari ist lange dabei und Aaron Rodgers. Gambler und Shutdown. Oh ja, wir sind ready. Wir sind ready. Außer der Laptop. Laptop ist nicht ready. Tyrell Wilson. Kenny Clark. Den kannte ich noch. Da war da noch ein Rookie. Jay Alexander. Den kannte ich überhaupt nicht. Den Cornerback.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Ja, ich vermisse jetzt nur irgendwie den früheren Trainer. Von den Packers. Aber er hat ja, glaube ich, aufgehört oder ist woanders hingegangen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Das war jetzt richtig. Playtypen, Assemblies. So, Overload.
What down? What it ain't? I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Pickrell ist wirklich...
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Carr now to throw. Jones has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and to pick up a first down for him, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Carr going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Crosby. Ach, der Bruder, glaube ich, könnte das sein. Oder ist ein Zufall? Fake Pet Kicker Toss. Nee, wir kicken normal.
Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Jim Bulaga ist auch sehr lange dabei gewesen.
Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on second down. Carr toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
Okay.
I'm one of those guys.
So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Tyler Urban, a former star at nearby San Jose State, back deep. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by the second tallest quarterback in league history at 6'7". It's Brock Osweiler.
I saw Brock Osweiler throw in a practice session while he was in college, and it's never left me the memory of how smooth he was throwing the ball, how accurate he was, and what a catchable ball he threw.
Den kenne ich noch. Brock Osweiler.
They go play action here on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
Gut gemacht. Gut, Adams. Gut, Adams.
Touchdown.
Ups. Ist er hingefallen?
Devontae Adams. 89 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Goal.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Ja, diskutieren die gerade. Ja, wie kannst du nur das und das gemacht haben?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so listen, they turned it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Gut gemacht, Clark.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ja, ich diskutieren die. Ja. Wie kannst du nur das und das gemacht haben?
Here's Matt Wild now, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Das tut er den Panten. Okay.
Here's Urban to return.
Gut gepantet.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14:0. Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100
Ich weiß nicht mehr, welche Mannschaft der war. War der nicht bei den Ravens mit drin gewesen? Der Osweiler? Ich glaube schon. In einer lilanen Mannschaft war der drin gewesen. Jetzt muss ich mal überlegen, welche war das nochmal? Raven war lila. Ach, in den Vikings war er drin. In den Vikings war der.
Now Osweiler on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They come out here in the eye.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Jones pushes past him, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs trailing.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Ready.
Second down and goal. Osweiler. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ryan Grant there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Stimmt. Den Spieler kenne ich auch noch. Den kenne ich auch noch von früher.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Ach ja, ist ein schönes Spiel.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Ui, das war aber gutes getimed.
Creating some points,
Das
not
war
only
gut
getting the
getimed.
interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
No, Alexander, hast du gut gemacht.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 35.
Carr gives to Richard. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Drops this off to Richard.
Ouch.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. To throw, it's Carr. An incomplete crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This is Richard. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Okay.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Matt Weil now. He'll boot
Ja,
it
ist
away
manchmal
from
interessant,
about his
und so
35.
intensiv irgendwie nicht auf das Spielgeschehen
He's been a
geguckt.
busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Ui.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into
Touchback.
the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback. Okay.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards,
Ja,
like
beim
he
Punt
is,
sollte
maybe
man
the
wenn schon
D coordinator
seitlich immer
scratching
treffen.
his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing?
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing. You run enough people at him to make him give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Osweiler. And Lewis has it, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Okay, nehmen wir dies.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler.
Nein!
And that'll be knocked
Shit.
away. It's incomplete. These
Shit.
offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Das war jetzt aber knapp.
As the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Aha, Fragezeichen? Okay. So, Zinchen macht Fragezeichen. Okay.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute.
Oh, ich sollte noch
This
mal
one
rennen.
of 6 games on this Thursday night as we begin preseason week 3. Teams are going through their dress rehearsals. We'll have 2 games tomorrow, 7 on Saturday, and then we'll wrap it up on Sunday Night Football. Steelers and Titans in the AFC from Nashville. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ui, das ist aber knapp.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go.
Reception.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Packers! Ryan Grant ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
Das war ein guter Wurf.
In a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
So.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through.